Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to try some new makeup with you today. I have the new Pat McGrath Quint palette in the Bronze Bliss variation. I also have a new primer from Caliray I'm super excited about, a new mascara from Lancome. I picked up the Persona eyeliner that I've heard so many people talking about, so if that sounds interesting, just keep watching. I will have all makeup already on my face listed in the description box below. What I already have on my face is my Essence brow pencil and my Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer. I'm going to first get into this Caliray So Blown primer. You heard me talk about it in What's New in Makeup. I kept wanting it. I kept thinking about it. Primer is something that gets me. I still don't have a primer that really blows me away, so I can't help but think that it's out there. It's going to smooth, it's going to take away shine and keep away shine, all the things. Plumped and hydrated, beyond blurred, and nourished with niacinamide. Deep hydrating complexion primer with blurring collagen and peptides. I'm going to put about this amount on there. I've heard that it smells wonderful. I'm not super smelling it right now. Oh, yes. It smells like citrus. And I'm going to really focus this on the center of my face. And then any extra I'll go around. Feels nice. You can see a little bit of blur. Let's give it a minute to set. I'm going to jump into the eyes and let's talk about this palette from Pat McGrath. I have two of the Mothership palettes. I have a little tiny one that she came out with a couple holidays ago, and then I was super excited when she came out with this. Love the packaging, beautiful. It is cardboard. It does magnetize shut, which is nice. It's got a little mirror, and then these are the shades. Here are the shades. We have on the bottom Nude Moon. Then the black shade looks like La Vie Noire. The next one is Lunar Luxury. Super excited about that one. The next one is Bronzed Mink. And then the top one is Bronze Illusion. The biggest complaint I'm seeing online is that there's not more than one matte. We only have this one matte black, and then the others are shimmers. And I'm watching these videos and I'm thinking, I would think the easiest fix for that is most of us have a brown eyeshadow laying around, or most of us are going to have our bronzer sitting right next to us. So I may add some bronzer into these looks. I do have to go out today, so I can only do one look. I don't want to look crazy going out in public. I'm going to get my mammogram, like all of us should be doing, and I have to take my mother to a doctor's appointment. So one look it is, but it'll take me a couple days to edit this. I promise you. I will post another picture of another look right here so that you can see that this palette, I don't believe, is a one-trick pony. I want to see if this palette compares to the palettes that I already have, because online it is saying that she used a different formula. So let's check this out. I'm going to start with my Refer 14 brush, and I'm going to go straight in with this black shade. Decent amount of kick up in the pan. I always tap my brush off, and I would recommend that you do the same. And I am just sort of stamping, and then small circular motions. Very lightly edging that towards the center. I think that looks nice. I'm looking straight into the mirror so that I can make sure that the application is even and at the same depth. I am going very light-handed with this black. It's always easier to build up than to have too much and be struggling to take away. Just patting that in for any wrinkles that I have on my mature lids. Now see, here is where I would like that lighter matte shade to blend more. But what we could do is let's try taking a clean brush. This one is my Glamlight 04, and I'm just going to go over the edges. And this is another benefit of my eyeshadow primer from Juvia's Place. It's got a little bit of a tint to it. It's just a teensy bit deeper than my skin tone. I think that looks nice. Now the hard part is what shimmer. Of course I want this center shade. I just do. It is so creamy and beautiful. That is the Lunar Luxury, but I'm going to use one of the deeper bronzes, this one right here on the outer corner. Feels super creamy on my finger. And I'm going to put this on the outer edge right beneath that black and just tap, and it feels lovely. Creamy, blendable, all the things I want. That could easily have gone all the way across for a more subdued look. Now I'm going to go in with that center creamy shade right here, and I'm going to carefully put it in the inner corner. I mean, wow. So beautiful. Just sort of tapping and pressing at the same time. And of course, you could use a brush. I just find it so much easier to use a finger. You just have to be careful. I'm gonna go back in with that brush that had the black on it and go over. Now for the bottom lash line, what I'm gonna do is take a smaller brush. This one is from Luna Magic that I got in a Boxycharm box. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that black shade, go along the bottom. My eyes are looking bloodshot. I'm going to throw a little bit of my Lumify in. That is better. I can see a little bit of fallout, which I'll just take my powder brush. I'm going to go back in with that same brush, just wiping it off, and I'm going to go in with this lightest bronze on the corner, just because I want to use all the colors. And I am going to dampen that. So I like to dampen any shimmers that go on the bottom lash line. That will help avoid fallout. And I'm going to go just under that black. Very pretty. I love these colors. I might go in and reinforce that black just a little bit. Looks good. Now I have this new liner from Persona that I was able to pick up on the Boxycharm pop-up. I've been hearing some wonderful things about this. I know it's confusing because it looks like it's brown, but the cap right here is black, and I even double checked on the packaging and it says black. So I'm going to go in with this on my top and bottom waterline. Just pulled it up a little bit on these edges. Just the teensiest little wing going on there, just to elongate the eyes. But that liner is lovely. It went on super creamy, loving it. What I might do is go a little bit heavier underneath and just smudge it out. Luna Magic, I just wiped it off on my pants. And then I'll blow it out even further by going into the black shade again in the palette with that same brush and just smudging again. Very, very close to the lash line. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Let's continue on. I grabbed my Dior Forever Matte Foundation. Figured we'd utilize some of the, we're going a little high end today other than my eyebrows and eye primer. Huh. Oh my goodness. Do you remember the video about the packaging that upsets me? This darn foundation just did it again. Just squirted all over my mirror. So this is one. Make sure you wipe the nozzle first. Let's see if we can do this again. And now it comes out smooth as butter. I have some on my hand, and I've been enjoying using my hands for foundation. I'm just patting and pressing it in. One of my very favorite foundations. Love this. Looks very smooth on the skin. I'm sure this is helping. Is matte for a very good amount of time. Loving it. For concealer, I grabbed my Mcgrath. I do have a little bit of my Smashbox under my eyes as well. I've just been loving it. I use it every day. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Putty Bronzer brush to blend that in. I don't love it for cream bronzer. It's a little small, but it works well for the eyes. Looks good. It's been a while since I used that concealer. For bronzer, I have my LYS cream bronzer, and you know I brought my powder one in as well. This is another, I'm just sort of pulling out all my favorite higher end items for this video because I like them. And I try to stick drugstore, but sometimes you just want to be a little fancy. BH Cosmetics. And just pat it in. I was watching Wayne Goss, and he was saying that if you have mature skin and want to a little younger, to keep your bronzer closer to the edge of your eye, bronzer, blush, and highlight. So I've been trying that, and I'm still getting used to it. It feels a little blank down the center, but I'm trying to at least raise it up a little bit more to give that face a lifted look. I do love this cream bronzer. Looking good. Maybe a little under here. For highlight, I'm going to go back into this palette, and I'm just going to tap into this very light champagne color. Ooh. Just the lightest bit, just to give a little bit of light to the tops of my cheeks. I like it. And for blush, I grabbed my LYS cream blush in the shade Confident, which is just a lovely pinky brown. I would call this more of a neutral. And this is a brush from Elena Bodro. I don't know where my favorite cream brush is. I have 3 of them now. Let's see if this works. If not, I'll get up and steal from my bedroom. I'm back. I went and grabbed my e.l.f. Putty Primer brush. That is my favorite. I'm going to tap into this LYS. And we're going to start a little higher, like Wayne Goss says. I just love him. I will link his channel below. And we're just going to blend out that edge. We're ready for powder, and for under the eyes, I grabbed my Mcgrath Under Eye Setting Powder. Again, fancy, love it. Hit pan, use it only sometimes, but you gotta use it before it expires, right? And hopefully this is helpful if you were curious about any of these products before the Sephora sale. I'm gonna put a little bit on my Amazon Puff, tap it on the back of my hand, and you can see how brightening that is. I tap it on my hand just to tap off any excess. The other powder that I have for the rest of my face is my Dior Powder No Powder. I have not played with this in a while. Very smoothing. And I'm going to use my brush for this. This is one of those powders that you almost feel like you're not getting anything on the brush, but then you're left with a smoother set complexion. I've had this for a while, and I mean, I can still see the embossing on there. So, seems like a little bit goes a long way. I also want to set my bronzer with this powder bronzer from LYS in the shade Harmony, which is the medium shade. And I'm going to use my Morphe, I believe it's the V112. Slide some on and just hit that edge. On the edges, maybe go in a little bit and a little underneath. I'm going to curl these lashes and then we'll go in with some of the new mascara that I have. Now we can go into this mascara. So if you're not familiar, there's a company out there called Influencer that I do belong to, and it's a great app. You go in and you review products and you talk about products that you have. They have everything from makeup to home. Of course, I am more into the makeup, and they will occasionally send you a product to test just for your honest review. So Influencer did send me this new mascara from Lancome. This is the Les 8 Hypnose, and it is gorgeous. Love the packaging on there. I have been using this for at least a week to form my opinion, and so far I am really liking it. Now this is one-ish coats. I'm gonna continue building it up. Mascara is on. I think it is a beautiful mascara. If packaging is something that's important to you, I mean, this is just stunning. It is heavy, gorgeous. It is on the pricey side, but it does perform. So I definitely give it 2 thumbs up. Gonna throw a little bit of my Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner on. I went ahead and filled them in, and I figured it would be a great time to use my Pat McGrath lip gloss. This is, I believe, Flesh 4. Yep, Flesh 4, which I will swatch for you. It is pigmented and a nice, I would call it like a burgundy brown. Gorgeous. Not sticky, but on the thick side, so it does tend to last. Now, looking at the eyes, the only thing I think is missing is a bright inner corner. So what I'm gonna do is take a small brush. I'm gonna grab this Luna Magic one again. It's getting lots of cleanings today. I need more small flat brushes in here. And I'm going to go in with this lightest champagne shade that I used as highlight. And just tap the inner corners with it, and I'm gonna wet it because I want a little more bang. Better, and I'll take a little bit of that shade and go just above, just below the brow, right in that arch, just to brighten those eyes. There we go. And to set the face, I picked up a new Urban Decay All-Nighter. Classic. Let's go ahead and use that. Brand new. And that completes the look. I'm very happy. Going over the new products that I tried, this primer, so far so good. The skin looks smooth. The skin looks nice. I really enjoyed the scent. I know that sounds crazy, but it's the little things right. I used a very small amount. I was concerned when I saw how small the bottle was. My fingers are crossed that my skin will stay looking gorgeous. I know the Dior matte foundation wears really well. If everything goes well today, which of course I will leave a note in the description box, I will have a mask on at some point. I'll let you know, and of course I'll try it with a little more dewy foundations that I have. The eyeshadow palette is a complete and total winner. I didn't even pull my bronzer in. I didn't think I needed it. I felt like that black was soft enough that you can blend it out and make it seamless. It's not a harsh, hard to blend black. The shimmers are stunning. I expected them to be. The only shade that I was worried about was that black. The shimmers are gorgeous. I can do a lighter bronze look, a darker bronze look, a super bright inner look. I mean, I can do lots of different looks with this palette. If you love shimmer, Pat McGrath's formula is amazing. I believe that this matte is even more blendable than the ones in my motherships. So I like the new formula, Pat McGrath. I'm sure you're watching. I give it a thumbs up. This is on the more expensive side, but this could be a holiday, this could be a date night, this could be a special occasion, or this could be going to get a mammogram. You can wear makeup whenever and however you wish. It is up to you. The other newness that I had was this Lancome mascara, and I like it. Are there less expensive options out there? Absolutely. What you're paying for is the Lancome quality, the Lancome packaging, the weight. That's what you're getting, and it's nice when you get all of those things plus a quality mascara. So yes, very, very nice. Check out Influencer if you're interested in playing with makeup or home items. I can try to link it in the description box for you. Persona eyeliner, it was fantastic. I will keep you posted. I think the true test is I like it when I do a light bottom and see if it doesn't transfer, and obviously that's not the case today because I have it on the top and bottom, but there are times when halfway through the day I will look in the mirror and it is splotchy. It does not stay silky black. So I will keep you posted on that as well and not touch up. It was fun pulling out my fancier makeup. I don't use those daily, and I should, because makeup does have an expiration date. So if you have something a little more high-end that you do enjoy, don't hoard it, don't hold it, use it before it expires. That's my soapbox for today. So make sure you pay attention to the description box. Make sure that you are subscribed so that you will see all my videos. Hit that notification bell so that you get a notification when I upload, which is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Again, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. I'd love to have a conversation with you in the comments. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.